Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Lamont's Layers, the only podcast powered by good weed, some good ass stories, some good playlists, good listening music, good stuff to vibe out to, and a nostalgic sneaker every now and then. Every week I want to spotlight a good nostalgic sneaker that really had us in the chokehold back in the day. But hey, I'm Lamont Livinois, your night owl. I'm here live from Las Vegas. Let's vibe out, y'all. All right, now let's see. My dispensary drop. Okay. I went to Essence Dispensary this week. I picked up some lemon haze. Um, it was crusty. It was citrusy as well, but a little. It was sativa heavy. It was $38 for an eighth. The bud tender said it would keep me alert but relaxed. It's a perfect joint before work. I'm not gonna lie. The head high was a little strong, but it was smooth though. No paranoia, nothing like that. But good vibes all in all though. Would I cop it again? Hell yeah, because it's a solid strand. I'll keep that. I'll definitely keep that in my rotation. Um, but yeah, I've been liking Pure Michigan lately. I've been getting that from the Jade dispensary around the corner from my house. It's pretty cool. I'm biased about shit from Michigan. I'm from Michigan anyway. So anything Michigan going to really attract me. But yeah, my experience at these dispensaries in Las Vegas is hit or miss sometimes because just like every job, you call it in sometimes. You call it in sometimes, man. Like, meaning, when I say call it in sometimes, I mean you come to work, but you don't really feel like being at work. Like, you're there, but you're not there. You don't want to be there. You're thinking about something else. You wish you could have called off that day or used some PTO or they had VTO or whatever. And you kind of half-assed it that day. I feel like everybody who has a job has these days, or have had this day before, or it's going to come to you, or you have it often. Police officers, lawyers, doctors, judges. You notice I said doctors, surgeons. I feel like everybody has those days. Tow truck drivers, mechanics, Amazon workers, UPS workers. Everybody has that day. They got a little attitude, maybe. You know, it sucks, but it comes. You're human. You're not a robot. And speaking of robots, we got something to talk about in the last segment about robots. It's like would you trust a robot? Do you think you can trust a robot? But that's for later on. But yeah, the dispensaries in Las Vegas, I haven't been to every one, and that's what I planned on doing, going to everyone and just documenting the experience and just the customer service and what I bought, the comparing the prices and everything, the cleanliness of the parking lot, the bathrooms, everything. I feel like people want to know about this stuff before they even go there, or do you see the same thing they see when they go to dispensaries? For the most part, the ones I frequent the most, the one is the Reef on Desert Inn. It's across from Planet 13. I go there when I get off work at like 6 in the morning, right? I get off at 6. I get there about 6:15. It's maybe not even three bud tenders. It's like 3 to 4 people working that shift. It may be 1 to 2 bud tenders, and I put in an order. So I put in an order every time. So that orders I feel like should be priority because orders you shouldn't have to. You already have a certain line that you wait in. That's not the regular walk-in line, and there's less people in that line. So those people should be priority. At that place, specifically that place, you're not priority if you order. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's personal or not. And then people don't even know you to for anything to be personal with their customer service or them not prioritizing the pickup line over the walk-in line. Because the pickup line, I know what I want. I ordered it already and it's ready for pickup. All you had to do was ring me up and I'm out of the door. But that place specifically caters to the not the pickup line, but the walk-in line. Other places do. Zenleaf is cool with the pickup line. It's just that some of their bud tenders have bad attitudes. Not some, just two, really. The rest of them are really pleasant people. Um, the older black guy, everybody else there is cool. Like they're cool, great customer service. It's just two people. I don't even want to name names or say what they look like or anything like that because I don't want to completely single these people out so anybody can go up to them and say something and whatever. I don't want to jeopardize people's jobs or make life hard for people. I just want people to be aware of themselves sometimes and act accordingly. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you don't mind being treated like shit, well, maybe you shouldn't come out the house. Maybe you shouldn't have a job that you deal with the public. Customer service really, like, you represent the company you work for, whether you want to or not, whether you know it or not. All the above, man. Like, you really got to show and prove when you're dealing with people because you don't know who you're dealing with. This person may be coming to this establishment specifically to judge the service and then put it on the internet. You don't know who's shopping. If it's not a regular customer, you don't know who's shopping. But Zenleaf has a great point system. I feel like who else has a great point system? Reeve there has an okay point system. Nevada May point system is pretty cool. It takes a while to stack up points with them though. Jade, Jade, it takes a while to stack up points with them as well. Jade they've come around as far as the sales and their prices because they used to price uh out the park. Like they used to be a little higher than the most of the dispensaries I used to go to. But as of late, they've been having deals that's been attracting me. So, I've been over there getting my points up. But yeah, in other news, let's talk music for a bit. I've been listening to a lot of like nose candy, brick talk, that coke talk, like, really Griselda heavy, West Side Gun, Stove God. What's this other guy? I forgot his name, man. Not Kanye. Kanye. Conway the Machine. Spitting rapid fire. But what's this dude's name? Rome Streets. Rome Streets. Man, he give you that 90s feel, bro. He give you that New York summertime 90, 1994, 95, 96. He give you that feel. He sounds like he's supposed to be in the 90s. Real talk. Like he give you Griselda's artists are like a breath of fresh air for real backpackers, music heads, just gangster rap, coke talk, brick talk, drug dealer, 90s gold chain, BBS rims, bubble eye beans, the whole shebang. They give you the 90s and early 2000s vibes. They give you the Gore-Tex Rockport boot, Jabot jeans, Tommy Hilfiger shirt with the Nautica windbreaker type of vibe. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Some of you don't know. That was a vibe, man. Rockport, the chocolate brown Rockport Gore-Tex, Jabot jeans, Nautica shirt or polo shirt, Ralph Lauren or Tommy Hilfiger shirt with the Tommy Hilfiger windbreaker or the motherfucker Nautica windbreaker or the fleece, like the vinyl windbreaker or a nice little fleece. Oh man, you was killing them. You was killing them back then, boy. Man, some construction Timbs, Jabots, a Carhartt, killing them. This pre-roll that I'm lighting up right now is a Hawaiian Punch pre-roll, and it is sitting in at a whopping 28.375 THC and 0.064 CBD. Yes, Lord. Now, a shoe that had us in the tizzy back in the day, the chokehold, or whatever you want to call it, it just had us was the Huarache. See, the Huaraches came out in 91, but I feel like those was one of the shoes I saved up for. And I think the first shoe that I saved up some money for as a kid was a pair of high top Air Force Ones with the navy blue check, navy blue bottom, and the navy blue detachable strap with the Velcro. It was cold. I would wear those now. But the Huarache was different. The Huarache, I feel like the Huarache went with everything. The Huarache went with everything. Like no, I felt like no matter what colorway of Huarache you had, if it had a little black in it, it went with everything. The purple, black and white colorway went with everything. The white, yellow, and black colorway went with everything. They had a colorway that was like purple, blue, black, and white. Went with everything. The all black and purple Huaraches. It's like an all black with the purple accent Huaraches go with everything. Those Huarache cross trainers with the strap across the foot. I wasn't too fond of those. Really, they just looked bulky. They didn't look like they were comfortable. The first Huarache was comfortable. I like the mid or high top, whatever you want to call it, Huarache better than the low top. The low top Huaraches look real comfortable. They look real comfortable, but it's just the style for me. It looks too chunky. It looks too chunky on the heel for some reason, which makes it looks like it's probably really comfortable, but it looks too chunky. The mid is perfect. That's a perfect silhouette of a shoe. The the Huarache Hyper Dunk around like 22 2007, 2009, like 2010. Those was like some of that was a supreme basketball shoe. That was a really good comfortable basketball shoe. Like that was the college, that was the high school and college basketball. That was just a basketball shoe for everybody, really. The NBA wore it a lot, but it was a real college shoe. Like almost every college team had that in their colorway. Every high school team. It was like that was the assigned shoe. That was like a team shoe, really. Nike had a lot of team shoes back then. I think that, and most companies have team shoes now, but that's when the team shoe era was real heavy because there were a lot of different like Zoom type of Nikes that were team shoes. But yeah, man, the way we dressed back then, man, we were jean heavy, and we wore khakis too. We wore the shit out of some khakis, man. We were jean heavy. We would wear like Guess jean outfits was hot back then. Like the Guess jacket, the Guess jean jacket, and the Guess jeans, and like a Guess t-shirt under it, like under the jacket. Like we were into layers back then. Like we were, man, like the different color Guess outfits, or if you can get a Tommy Hilfiger jean fit, or even if it was Levi's. But Guess at one point, Guess, it was just Guess, a Guess outfit and the Air Force Ones. Because remember the Guess on the Guess pants, it had that fifth pocket that was kind of long. It was on the hip a little bit. It wasn't like, in the front. It was on the side. And like people used to sew Guess signs on the back of their jeans and shit, man. It's crazy. Like, yeah, man, I done seen people sew a Guess sign on the back of a pair of jeans and it was the wrong pocket. Like crazy shit. Just to be a part of the fashion world as a kid. Like you know, you go to great lengths to be a part of something. If you can't afford it or anything, you try to make a way. You take a pair of old Guess jeans that no, that's not in style. Take the tag off of it and try to sew it on some Wranglers, just to be talked about like the other people at school that have these things or whatever. That's crazy how that had us back in the day. Especially like certain Jordan. I remember seeing a kid getting robbed for some Jordan 10s. I was at the bus stop. I was going to Joy Middle School on the east side of Detroit on East Warren in Fairview. I was at the bus stop as a kid in 8th grade as a kid at the city bus stop. Some niggas in a Cutlass, some niggas in like a 87 Cutlass pulled up on the sidewalk. A nigga hopped out the passenger side, ran up on like a 12-year-old kid, snatched the shoes off their feet, and hopped in the car and skirted off. Luckily the kid didn't get beat up or really hurt or anything behind that, but that was traumatizing. Like I know they remember that shit to this day because I do. It was on so many levels just low, but those were the times, and you know, a pair of Jordan 10s, the steel colorway, which is one of my favorite shoes of all time. Like that's one of my top 10 shoes of all time. I got a story behind those shoes. I remember my dad bought me, it was in middle school. I remember my dad bought me a pair of those shoes. and he didn't even he wanted some, but I think they had sold out in his size or something. But he bought me some, and it was around the time where they were jacking kids. They was jacking people for these shoes. My grandmother, it was on the news, and my grandmother caught wind of it. I don't think she would have caught wind of it no other way, but she caught wind of it on the news. And she told my dad, "You take those shoes back. They gonna rob that boy. They gonna get that boy." I'm like, oh my God, why are you hating on me, Grandma? You don't want me to shine. You don't want me to be at school. You don't want me to have the girls looking at me. You don't want me to be amongst my peers that, shining or whatever. So what my little sneaky ass did, I went and took out I went and took the garbage out. I knew if I took the garbage out, maybe I could dirty the bottom up so good that my dad won't be able to take them back to the store. So I went through them all, took the trash out, got them all dirty, walked in some dirt and stuff like that, then put them back in the box. And my grandma found out, and she cleaned the shoes real good, made my dad take them back. I wound up getting like 3 pair of shoes though that I really wanted, but I guess grandma felt like she knew better, but I feel like she didn't at the time. Like that, man, that really hurt me back then. But that culture back then, man, crazy, 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 crazy. But I know I'm a little everywhere, but man, back to the music though. Back to the, man, Stove God Cooks, Rock Marciano, West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, Rome Streets, 38 Special, all them niggas, bro. Benny the Butcher, can't forget Benny. Like that whole camp, Boldy James from Detroit. You can't really do that. That's a nice squad, bro. That's a nice squad. That's a real nice squad. You ask me. On some East Coast vibe shit. I feel like that's a nice little, nice little label, Griselda. But if you guys got any spare time, you want to listen to something new, if you haven't listened to them yet, check them out. Do a deep dive into Griselda Records discography. The solo artists, all their solo artists' projects. Just do a deep dive real quick. Just tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about anything that I suggest or anything that I, curated. Give me some feedback. I love feedback. Feedback make people better. Feedback makes some people fold though. Like I wouldn't even understand that. Like why would this is made for you. This is meant for you to get better. But you can't you don't even look at it that way. You look at it as somebody trying to tear you down. But it's only to build you. Like you gotta use that. Don't let what they try to infiltrate you with work. You gotta counter. Make it work for you, not them. Make it work as fuel. But anywho, I saw a story about Vegas is testing robots downtown. That's wild, right? Like imagine you pulling up high as hell and a robot is parking your car. Like you pull up to a casino. You and your homies in the car, y'all smoking one. Y'all smoke one for y'all got there. Y'all pull up to a casino. Y'all finna have fun. You hop out. And a robot gives you a valet ticket. And it's like, wait, where's the person that's going to park my car? No, it's the robot. The robot's going to park your car. The robot's going to park your car. Do you trust that? Do you trust a robot with your robot? Because some of your shit, some of your cars is robots now. Your Teslas and all them shits, the Rivians and the EVs. You know. But yeah, would you would you trust that? Would you trust a robot doing anything for you? Or do you even trust what a robot's already doing for you? Would you trust a robot to valet your car and bring you your car? What type of liabilities would the casinos have? What type of insurance would they have to have on these robots? I would just say, just have some kind of mechanical thing under the floor that like really just drifts your car off into a parking space, other than a robot getting into the driver's seat of my car and driving my car off somewhere. And I feel like that's a liability more so than something coming from under the car and like, taking it somewhere to park it is a little different. That may, I don't know. But I kind of don't trust I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Maybe doing other things that, make life easier, but not that. I still would rather a human's awareness while handling something that I purchased. In certain instances, maybe not every, but probably most, you know. That's something to think about too. That's something to think about. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about that. Send emails to Lamont Livernoise at gmail.com. That's LamontLiverois at gmail.com. You can also DM me on TikTok at Lamont's Layers. You can also hit me. You can also watch some of my videos, some of the podcasts I upload, or some clips, stuff like that. I upload almost every other day and every week on YouTube. At my channel is Lamont's Layers. Check me out. Share. Talk some shit. The comments, good, bad, ugly, fugly. I don't care. It is what it is. Spread the love. Spread the hate. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. On Facebook at Lamont's Layers as well. So, yeah, man, hit me up. TikTok, Lamont's Layers. YouTube, Lamont's Layers. Facebook, Lamont's Layers. The email is LamontLivernoise at gmail.com. Hit me with anything y'all want in the DM. Anything y'all want to talk about. Anything y'all thought about the previous episodes. Give me a shoe of the week and a backstory on it, like why and how and when, and did you have to save up to get this shoe as a kid? What was the shoe that what's the shoe that you buy over and over again? Give me some dog ass playlists. R&B, I listen to old school R&B. I listen to disco. I listen to Detroit techno house music. I listen to Chicago house music. I listen to old school R&B, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and now. Like, I listen to hip hop. I'm a hip hop head. I love it all. Send me food. Like, I live in Vegas, and I haven't had every restaurant out here. Any food recommendations that you would want me to review, let me know. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at me. Emails, Lamont Livernoise. YouTube, Lamont's Layers. TikTok, Lamont's Layers. Facebook, Lamont's Layers. And until next time, it's your boy, Lamont Livernoise. Hey, if you got weed, smoke it. As long as it ain't mine. I holla.